Good morning, grade 6. This is Miss Manal, your English teacher. Pronouns and antecedents is our grammar lesson that we are going to explain this week. It's found on page 261 in your notebook. Let's remember from last week's video, what is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word used to stand for or take the place of a noun. Writers use pronouns to keep from using the same noun over and over again. What is an antecedent? An antecedent or referent is the noun or nouns to which the pronoun refers. And ante means before. How do pronouns and antecedents agree? A pronoun must agree with its antecedent. The antecedent is usually a noun that the pronoun replaces. For example, you can replace Mrs. Hill with she or her, the students with they or them. How do pronouns and antecedents agree? Antecedents and pronouns must match in number. It means singular or plural, person, first, second, or third person, and gender, which means masculine, feminine, or neuter. You should keep in mind that singular antecedents get singular pronouns and plural antecedents get plural pronouns. Example, Bill threw his hat. Bill is a singular antecedent or a singular noun. It has a singular pronoun his. Bill and his friends threw their hats. Bill and his friends is a plural antecedent and the plural pronoun is there. Examples, Alex is a singular third person noun. It has he, which is a singular third person pronoun. Marbles is a plural third person noun and it has those as a plural third person pronoun. And gender, as you know, it means male or female or neuter. If you aren't sure of the gender of the antecedent, use she or he, his or her, him or her as pronouns. Example, the police officer always carries his or her badge when on duty. Since we are not sure of the gender of the police officer, so we used his or her. Things and animals don't have a gender, so use it or its to refer to non-human objects or groups. Example, the team won its game. Team doesn't have a gender, so we used its as a pronoun to refer to the team. In the examples below, you will see how the pronouns and the antecedents agree in person, number, and gender. Mr. Tickles normally did not eat fish without organic soy sauce. He decided to make an exception. To which noun does the word he refer? Mr. Tickles is the antecedent of he. So he refers to Mr. Tickles. When the hole has water in it, you can sometimes see a tree frog here. Hole is the antecedent of the pronoun it. After the grubs become beetles, they eat their way out of the chambers. Grubs, beetles, are the antecedents. The pronouns are they and their. The young boy watched the bluebird until he saw the babies. He is the pronoun of the antecedent boy. And here, as you see, boy and he are masculine. Boy is a masculine antecedent and he is a masculine pronoun. Let's do some practice. Exercise 1. Complete each sentence by dragging a pronoun that agrees with its antecedent. The pronouns are found on the right. 1. The teachers went to their classrooms. There is the pronoun that agrees with the antecedent, the teachers. 2. The ball bounced into its bin. Its is the pronoun that agrees with the antecedent, ball. 3. The president sat in his chair. His is the pronoun that agrees with the antecedent, president. 4. He went to see his favorite baseball team. He agrees with his. 5. We went to our favorite park to play. Our agrees with we. 6. I love my fluffy puppy. I agrees with my. As you will see in exercise 2, the pronoun is circled and the antecedent has a square around it. Identify the personal pronouns and their antecedents in each sentence. 1. Mom, you forgot to call Alice. You is the pronoun that agrees with the antecedent mom. 2. Somehow Jeff managed to lose his tuba. His is the pronoun that agrees with the antecedent Jeff. 3. Since Meg moved, she has called her friends once a week. She and her are pronouns that agree with the antecedent Meg, and Meg is a female. 4. Now boys, you have to clean up this mess. You refers to boys. You is a pronoun that agrees with the antecedent boys. 5. The brothers quit the team when they found that their grades were suffering. They and their are pronouns that agree with the antecedent brothers. Let's do page 305 together. Directions. Circle the pronoun in each sentence and underline its antecedent. 1. Mrs. Taylor teaches about chimps because they are an endangered species. They is the pronoun and chimps is the antecedent. 2. Kent and James want to visit Africa so they can see chimps in a natural habitat. Kent and James is the antecedent and they is the pronoun. 3. The forest ranger just started working at the park, but he knows about the plants and animals. He is the pronoun that agrees with the antecedent forest ranger. 4. Mike is driving to the wildlife shelter and Carrie is following him. Him is the pronoun that agrees with the antecedent Mike, which is a masculine antecedent. 5. Mrs. Taylor brought photos of Kenya and showed them during the presentation. Them is the pronoun that agrees with the antecedent photos. 6. Scientists have tried to teach sign language to chimps, but Katu could not learn it. It refers to sign language. 7. One chimp tried to use a computer, but she failed. She refers to the chimp, and that chimp is a female chimp. 8. Charlotte and Terry were hiding, but Tiki found them. Them refers to Charlotte and Terry. 9. Emily was hoping Pete would go with her to the lecture. Her refers to Emily. 10. Jess and Owen's parents sat with them at the lecture. Them refers to Jess and Owen. Exercise 2. Write the pronoun that agrees with the antecedent. Underline the antecedent to which the pronoun refers. We have in the box these pronouns: me, she, he, we, and they. 11. Jane Goodall gave a lecture. Then she answered questions. She refers to Jane Goodall. 12. As John listened attentively, he took notes. He is the pronoun that agrees with the antecedent John. 13. Laurel and Mike arrived later, so they sat in the back of the hall. They refers to the antecedent Laurel and Mike. 14. I wanted Dr. Goodall to call on me. Me refers to I. 15. We students were responsible for refreshments. Students refers to we. Your homework for this week is to apply page 261 in the notebook and to review subject and object pronouns on page 250. And if you have any question, don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you and see you soon.